Hi lads, this is actually the last episode to get to the 800 rating range. We're playing somebody 820 from Syria, so the last hurdle is to beat this guy, and we will hopefully jump into the 800 rating range very shortly after. Now, when I play the Jobava London, I always put the knight on c3 and the bishop on f4, but you do want to switch up stuff slightly when your opponent does something that isn't normal. And what is our opponent not doing in this opening? They're not putting a pawn in the center. Now, if they don't do that, that means we're able to put both pawns in the center. And this is actually a big advantage for us. So we play the move e4. And we do this before bringing out the bishop. Now, the bishop is probably still coming to f4. But it's very nice to be able to get both those pawns into the center. Okay, this setup is, sometimes it's called like a check pirc. Maybe the pawn's going to come to d6. But I don't actually like playing the pawn to, or the bishop to f4 in this one, because they can often go d6 and then e5. And your bishop's looking at these two dark squared pawns and is not happy on this square. So instead of putting the bishop on the f4 square, we're going to actually put it on the e3 square. So slightly more passive, but we're actually going to be looking to attack down this way instead of, opening up something in the middle. So queen to d2, and we have 2 pieces looking at h6. And when we play bishop h6, what's our idea? Why would we put a bishop on h6? You think, okay, he's just going to capture. Well, then we could recapture with queen. Then our queen's very aggressive. Okay, that looks good. But then maybe knight jumps to g4 and hits us. So we don't want the knight kicking our bishop away or our queen away if he takes. So the move we play here is actually f3 to stop the knight jumping and attacking that square. Another reason we want to play bishop to h6 is because we want to push the pawn here and start an attack on this fianchettoed king. But if we push the pawn immediately, he can jump in with h5. And h5 is annoying because then our pawn can't move forwards anymore. We're going to have to play g4 and he could just take that. So we're not really getting anything going that we want to go. So the move we start with is f3 to stop the knight jumping. Then the second move we're going to go for is bishop h6. And then we're going to start pushing the h-pawn. Okay, so here he's just attacked our pawn in the center. I don't think I really care about this. If he captures, we can just recapture. We don't like recapturing because we want this pawn here to stop the knight. So maybe instead I'll just play the move e5. His knight could come here, we could kick it away, and then it's actually trapped. So if we play e5, he's going to have to go backwards. So both of those moves look not fun for him. So I think playing e5 here is totally fine. He's gone back, and now we're going to go bishop h6. And the idea is to start pushing the h-pawn. He's now no longer able to play h5. So h4 on the board. And here he's attacking our queen. We could move the queen here because we still need to defend the bishop. So, we have to move the queen because it's in danger, or capture the knight. This square is a bad square because the knight's hitting it. We could go back, but then we can't castle. Coming forwards, this is probably okay, but it just seems a bit slow. Honestly, what I want to do here is just capture this knight with the bishop, because this bishop and this knight in this opening attack, this is kind of called a 150 attack, or some people know it as the English attack. It's an opening where you don't really use these two pieces. You can develop them very, very late in the game. So if he's going to move his knight 1, 2, 3, wait, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4 times, I am happy getting rid of it. So he's going to recapture the bishop here, or he's going to capture here. We'll take here, and everything's looking really good for us. Okay, so we've gone h5, and now our plan is going to really take off here. If he captures us, then we can capture with rook, or even better, queen g5. He can't move the bishop because he's pinned, and he can't defend the bishop, so checkmate's very soon to come. So he can't really take this pawn. Sometimes he can get a knight to this square to defend, but you know, when his knight jumped back, it wasn't really able to. So he's not able to capture here. And so because he hasn't captured us, we're just going to capture him. And if he takes with this pawn, cool. If he takes with this pawn, cool. We're going to do the same thing regardless of what he does. Capture the bishop. And now he has to take with king. And now the queen comes in because it's defended by the rook. I mean, this just looks beautiful. Checkmate is on the board. And we have now finally crossed over that 800 rating. Let's jump into the review and see how we did. Okay, we played with a 93.5. We made 1 inaccuracy. Let's just flick through and see where it was. Okay, it actually wanted us to develop here first, which is interesting. Maybe after this, he can go here, which could be kind of annoying. So it could have stopped our plan. So maybe here, I just don't like this. So capture, he takes, and then maybe we kick him. But then he jumps away and we go here and he can still stop us. So yeah, I think the order that I played it was totally fine. F3 and then bringing the bishop in, this seemed fine. The engine doesn't quite like this inaccuracy. Apparently this was slightly wrong, and it's because he can break in the center. We take, I would have pushed. And then he can capture here. I guess my center's like falling apart. Capture, capture. And I'd want to push here, but this is in danger. So I probably wouldn't capture here, but then I can't retake the pawn. Okay, so sometimes I suppose your center can fall apart a wee bit if you're not careful. So maybe an interesting move, something like knight to e2, defending here. So then here we can just go here, and our center is totally fine. This might be a way to play. But yeah, everything else was totally fine. We played all the best moves. And that was checkmate. Hope you lads enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. There will be more on the Patreon as well. Link in the description.